It most definitely was really good and good revenge. I was almost tempted to type "time to get my get back" in the tweet initially.
So here I am with Twiizt from Carnival, formerly 1HP. Twiizt, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. I want to jump right into it and talk about your path so far, but more specifically the match against SSG Academy, because I think that's the most recent result. And like, it was a bit of a struggle, but like you guys are still in strong position. What was going wrong in that game? Because it looked like you guys had a really strong game plan. It just didn't convert.
Yeah, so what I think what went wrong in the game was the lack of communication we had as a whole. When
Okay.
it came to 3-2 wanting for the aggression, being paired up, and then alongside with the fact that SSG adjusted really well to our playstyle. We knew coming into the game that they were going to play pretty aggressive, so we were kind of going for, playing a little more slow and passive for it.
Yeah.
But they adjusted right to us and played really far back and fell back to sight, 5v5, and we just couldn't execute.
Okay, yeah. So it was just like the game plan was working, but they were just too snappy with those adaptations.
Yeah, exactly. So we just couldn't adjust to it on the fly. And so we kept going with our same play style and so
Okay, yeah. I did want to talk a little bit about the rest of the run. Obviously, you played Carnival. Jeez, I don't know why that was so hard. Carnival
yeah.
and one other team to make it this far. You're currently 3-1. I want to say, yeah, it was
2-1.
Carnival 2-1. It was Carnival and Taken Kings. How do you think those games went? Like, obviously, a lot better because you won, but like it's all about the scale of how well, right?
Yeah, so for Taken Kings, we've always had their number. Or
Yeah.
specifically my team, Imkey, BG, and Skunky, the core three, have always had Taken Kings number when they're back on HK. So when we came into the game, we were already confident about their play style. We've already known how they're going to play and such. We knew to play far back, they'll throw bodies at us, which is exactly what they did. And they didn't adapt whatsoever, so we just kept punishing them for that on attack. So defense was a little rough, but we ended up pulling through. And
Yeah.
then for Carnico, we lost them recently 2-0 or 2-1 in Xenon.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was. So we kind of knew how they were gonna play. They lost Silent for Kickstar, I believe.
Yeah.
So we knew they lost their core aggression, which is why we lost them back in Xenon. So we kind of adjusted our playstyle a little bit, changed up some strats, brought them to Villa, which we know they like to play, and we're also gotten pretty confident on.
Yeah.
And we ended up, coming back. We played pretty well. I felt like, we had a couple of rounds where on our attack we are like, okay, we need to fix something here and there. But I felt like our team play was pretty good, and we ended up adapting pretty well on them.
Yeah, and talking about the Carnico game, had to feel a little good getting revenge. Obviously, not in the BO3 setting,
Yeah.
so like you can't say we got the full run back, but it had to be good to get like at least a little bit, especially on Villa because that's one of those strong Carnico maps. Like.
Yeah. It most definitely was really good revenge. I was almost tempted to type "time to get my get back" in the tweet initially,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was great revenge because we lost to them in Xenon. That sucks, but where it mattered most in Element One, we ended up beating them, pulling through. And
Yeah.
I already knew Packer was be feeling confident about it. I felt like he was gonna say something in the interview. He didn't, I don't think, but we felt pretty confident coming into it, and it was really nice to beat them out where it mattered most.
Yeah, and so talking a little bit about the future because you guys still aren't guaranteed in playoffs. You got damn strong chance, but
Yeah.
not guaranteed is not guaranteed. You're facing Gang Gang Gaming next, or Gang Gang Gang. I can't remember.
Yeah.
It's an absurd name. I love it. But that's a pretty nice reward for losing to losing to freaking SSG
SSG.
Academy. It's a great reward. But what are your thoughts going into this match?
I don't know. I think we're all pretty confident. It sucks
Yeah.
as an SSG Academy. It really does. We were really confident going into that. But going against GGG, we know how they play from past scrims. We know what they like to do. We know that they're pure aggression, and we have the counters to them. I'm not gonna say it because I don't
Yeah,
want them
obviously,
to,
obviously.
watch this. But we have a game plan going into this. We're really confident about it. And I think we're gonna do really good. They got really good players. Majority ex pro league. I will say that. But I got a good couple friends on that team. I'd say good acquaintances. So I think it will be a good, fun game. And I don't think it will be a stomp out. And I don't think we will get smoked as much as we did in SSG Academy. I think we'll adapt a lot better.
Okay. I do want to ask this. who do you think's better on the DMRs, Skunky or Xeno? Because like you could argue they're both kind of those DMR crutch players. So who's better with them?
Easily Skunky.
Easily Skunky?
No,
All right.
I'm such a Skunky believer. I actually love that guy. He's such a good player, and I think he should get more eyes on him for sure. Xeno's good, don't get me wrong, but Skunky's such a better shooter than him. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, Skunky's been playing out of his mind this tournament too, so that always helps.
Yeah. Great player.
So I do want to start talking a little bit about the internals of your team now. Obviously, you've had Cohen as a coach for a while now. Like, how's he impacting and influencing your team? Like, what's he bringing to the table?
Cohen is such an amazing coach, first off. I absolutely love him. He's probably like one of the best coaches I've ever had personally through all the teams I've been through. Really insightful, great information. He helps us adapt really well, and he helps, get on our ass when we need to when it comes to, bettering ourselves as a player for the future.
Yeah.
He's helped me a lot. This team has actually helped me a lot become a better player.
Okay.
Back before I joined this team, I was a good player. I had a good set, but I wasn't pushing or striving more and more to improve myself on the mini things.
Yeah.
But Cohen specifically has helped me push past that and helped me improve a lot more as a player.
Okay.
And along with the team, has helped everyone grow miles since I've been on this team.
He's
a great coach.
It's glad to hear it. What would you say is like your most improved aspect to your gameplay then? Like what has he helped you the most with?
Yeah, I felt like my communication was good. I was always really confident in it, but he's helped me improve it a lot more when it comes to calling out for the small things. So he helped me take it an extra step further to make it to me like a more pro league caliber player, which I didn't really know. I thought I was pretty good at the comms, but not since I joined this team. He's helped me get a lot better at it.
Yo, that's really cool to hear.
Yeah.
But Cohen's not the only coaching staff member you have, because you also have the one and only Fett.
Yes.
Like, I know he's not doing the whole 9 yards because he's still the coach of Beast Coast and all that stuff, but he's still helping, and, that means a lot, because the dude's smart as hell. What's Fett bringing to the table as well?
Yeah, so initially when we were going through E1, Fett wasn't in the equation. We were focusing on ourselves. We had Cohen, of course.
Yeah.
And after we beat Carn and Co., he ended up hitting us up and saying he wanted to coach us. So after talking as a team, and after talking to Cohen as well, obviously, we agreed to take Fett on. We left 1 HP to beat Carnival with Fett. And yeah, Fett's been great. We've had him coaching, show up for a couple games, and he showed us slides, things we need to adapt on, things we should focus on, how our team core should be. And it's really great, honestly. He's been giving us really good, insightful information as well. Very great personality, very funny. He really does bring the vibes and energy just like he does for Beast Coast. So it's been a blast having him. I honestly love him as well. He's my old teammate as well from my first iteration of WGP.
Oh, really? Yo, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Jeez.
one of my first coaches.
All right. Well, little lore that you might not know from a Wikipedia page, so that's always nice to hear. So this is where I start trying to get spicy. So, your upcoming opponent is UGG, and we don't know who else is like guaranteed to playoffs outside of the results of that match and like Aerial Rise and SSG Academy. But like to the best of your ability within like 3 or 4 teams, rank your possible upcoming opponents in terms of shitness.
Okay, so when you're talking upcoming possibility opponents, like you're talking like after GGG possibly for like
like who you might expect to meet in playoffs, like.
Okay, I gotta just like everyone else pull up the Wikipedia because I'm forgetful.
I mean, so am I. I pull it up with them every time too. So.
All right, so upcoming opponents. So I would say Aerial Rise, easily an upcoming opponent. It's 4 or 3 like the best of the best?
So number 1 would be the most shit, and number 4 would be the least shit. So if they're the best team, they're gonna be number 4.
Okay, so I would say best team easily is Aerial Rise. They are looking amazing, and I'm sure they're gonna win the event and beat out SSG Academy for sure. Outlast, I think we have a good chance of playing Outlast soon. I will say they are number 3. Number 3, okay. I think they're a good team, and our playstyle against them will be interesting. Dilemma, 4. FU Ozone. We're gonna smoke them. We lost them in Dow, Don't get us wrong, but we've improved Maz by then. I think we will smoke them when we play them next for sure, and
All right.
we will fucking show it. Shit, who else is gonna be good? I think
SSGA
Wow.
CAD or
SSGA CAD. They're number 2
number
for
2?
sure. So yeah, Arrow Rise, SSGA CAD, Outlast, and Dilemma. SSGA
right.
CAD. I think we'll adapt really well to them when we come back to them again for probably like quarters. Something like
Yeah,
that.
you want to run that back? You want to
Yeah.
get that revenge?
I most definitely want to get that revenge. It would be really satisfying to show that we've improved since our last game, and that we can come back and show them that we lost that first one, but we're here back to show again.
Yeah.
Arrow Rise, I don't really want to play them, but being honest, until it's finals. They're a scary team. They're really good. I know how Cal is from Vipers, and he adapts really well. He's a great IGL.
Yeah.
So a little shout out to him. He's great. I don't want to play him till finals. And then Outlast and Dilemma, I think we can handle them both, but I think they would both be equally good games.
Okay.
And one rule, or yeah, okay, that's it.
Yeah. So just a final question here before I give you the floor. Who are the top 3 teams in Element 1 so far? Feel free to include yourself, or don't if you want, however you want to take it.
So I think top 3, like I said again, Arrow Rise is number 1. I really do think they're going to win the tournament, if they can beat us, right? And then SSGA CAD as well. And, they just beat us, but again, I want the revenge, but they're still a top 2 team. And
Yeah.
then I'm going to say us over
Okay.
GGG, because I feel like GGG, again, it's just pure aggression. Ex-Pro League players, don't get me wrong, but, I feel like their ego might be a little above them. So I think they're going to try and ego chow everything, and I think they'll be an easy stomp out, and there will be a third team, for sure.
All right. Glad to hear it. Well,
Yeah.
Twiizt, I'm going to give you the floor now. Anything you want to say to fans, to opponents, to the haters, organizations, whoever you want to talk to, this is your time.
Yeah, no, so truly to the fans, I appreciate every one of you. Whenever I pop in a casual game and I see people bring up the E1 games, I think it's amazing and I love it. I appreciate everyone so much for that. Brings a smile to my day. I'd like a quick shout out to Filthy, my ex-teammate from Vipers, also one of our assistant coaches as well.
Oh,
along with
really?
Fett and Cohen, yeah.
I did
He's,
not realize that.
Yeah, he's been showing up in the games. He's been helping us, like for our SSG game. He was kind of telling us some tips and stuff to do better on, or things after the game.
Okay.
Love Filthy, great
Yeah.
teammate, great player. Again, I love shout out to my team. I love everyone on the team. I always talk to Cohen after scrims and such how much I love the team. I love the vibes. I think everyone's trying to improve and strive to be better, and it's a great team environment.
Yeah.
Love everyone on my team. Shout out to Fett for helping us as well. He's been a great coach as well, and I really appreciate him. And we got some interesting games coming up. GGG, be there.
All right. Thank you for your time, and best of luck in your next matches.
Thank you.